in regards to being afraid to go to the gym because you're worried about everybody watching you and you don't know what you're doing and don't want to look stupid and people judging you and blah, 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 blah. Trina here asks, how do I work through the fear and anxiety? Okay, tip number one is you need to refine and develop your inner coach. So when these fears and anxieties come in, identify what the fear is. What is the actual thought? What is the actual fear? And then most of the time I find that when this is owning us, we have not developed our inner coach on that topic, right? So a lot of people, maybe it's finances. I will use a separate example. It's like, oh, it's going to be so hard and I don't know what I'm doing and I don't know where to start. And then we just end with that. Okay, well, you're going to be where you're at forever with that. So developing the inner coach would sound like, okay, I am really overwhelmed. I am really scared. I am really nervous. Blah, blah, blah. What does my inner coach say? What does that relationship sound like inside of myself? Like, hey, dude, I acknowledge this is really scary and overwhelming. And one step at a time. What is one baby step that you can take? I have a client I'm actively working through this with right now. And her deal was that she was going to this gym forever. And then now she's gained a significant amount of weight and she's embarrassed to go back in there with all these people she used to see all the time and she's gained weight, right? Totally understandable. First is we really acknowledge that that sucks for her. We really gave that some space. Like, yeah, that sucks. That's like a crappy feeling. Totally get it. So acknowledge your feelings and then baby steps. So what we've been doing with her for like the last 3 to 4 weeks is she's just walking outside every day. And I'm like, I just want one day in that building. So you can start to baby step working your way through this emotionally. You can do anything you want. You can go hide in a corner behind some stuff and do some stretching. You can walk on the treadmill. I don't care what you do. I just want your body in the building so we can start to work through this. And she's like, oh, it wasn't as bad as I thought. I'm working. She's just about ready to start increasing that frequency. So start small, you don't want to go in the middle of the turf and be doing like, battle ropes and throwing balls in the air, like, what I mean? Pushing yourself past your limits. Start with some baby step, just getting yourself comfortable with being in the building. Okay. Then when you are in the building and you notice some self-judgments that you're going to pretend are other people thinking that about you, but it's really you. It's really you. That's the ownership piece. So when you start thinking, oh, they're probably thinking this, they're probably thinking that, just notice I'm thinking that about me. I'm judging myself that way. Oh, that's not cool. And then you're processing afterwards. You can be like, hey, let me set the record straight with myself and start to give yourself some more support and positive feedback, loving support. And last thing I just want to say on this topic, we have overwhelming amount of people in our world. I would say most people that the family dynamics that we were raised in, and honestly, I feel like most of the family dynamics that currently exist, the energy is instead of supporting you when you're struggling and not doing well and, having this loving energy of like, hey, what's wrong? How can I support you? It's pointing the finger. It's blame. It's get your crap together. Why are you being lazy? Come on. Why are you so unmotivated? Why are you being defiant? Why are you being like this? Get your crap together. It's horrible. Instead, it should be, hey, what's going on? How can I help you work through this? How can I support you? But because that's not the case, most of us as adults adopt this internal self-talk of that first version. So we are going to have to switch this. If you haven't worked on this yet, it is a critical process to go through if you want to have a happy internal world and the most positive results in your actual life. Because when you are sitting there pressuring yourself, being down on yourself, kicking yourself while you're down, not actually looking at what is actually going on and what's wrong from a loving, supportive place, it's more like, come on, get your crap together. And that energy and just pressure, you're going to be not only anxious, depressed, like all sorts of low mood stuff and all of that, but you will cut yourself at the knees in terms of what you're able to experience and achieve in your life. So it's like both internal baseline happiness and quality of life in terms of what you're able to create in your relationships and your finances and your whole freaking life. So that's a big part of it. That's not our fault, but it is our responsibility to change it. So active process on supporting yourself when you're struggling versus just pressuring the crap out of yourself is most likely needed in this case and many others.